I'm Frank Mims, creator of the Mims Morning Meeting, a sales skill enhancement training tool for the business-to-business salesperson. How's that week been? Exciting enough for you? Yeah, mine was too. Got a little busy. Missed my video last week, but that's okay, I'm back this week. Look, you know how this works. We do a question and answer session, then we do a book review. Well, we thought we'd change it up just a little bit this week, and let's do a review, not really of a book, but of some information that will really help you. Hang on for a second, let me grab one. What I've got in my hand is the Houston Business Journal. Yes, the Houston Business Journal. There are about 40 business journals throughout the United States. I know there's one in your area. Go out, get one. The reason we've got the Houston Business Journal is that on page 22, they actually featured one of my articles. And I thank them for it very much. But they did a pretty good job with it. So if you've got the Houston Business Journal on page 22, take a look at it. You'll find my article along with a good looking picture of me. Yeah, I'm being modest too. But here's what we want to do. Next week we're going to go through the Houston Business Journal, and I'll pick up one from Austin and probably get one from Dallas, the area. And let's go through it and I'll show you exactly how a salesperson should use a business journal. Any business journal. They're all set up pretty much the same. But the paper copy, and the reason I say paper copy is because it does come in a online. You can get it online. But I'll show you how to use the one that comes to your office or one to your home. And if you don't have them coming to your office or your home, you're missing a trick. I use this every week. This is what I have with my bowl of cereal every Saturday morning with my cartoons. I'm serious too. This is what I use. The Houston Business Journal. It helps me find new business. It helps me understand trends in my city. It helps me locate people that I need to locate to get in contact with to get my message across. If you're not getting a business journal, like I said, pick up one. We're going to go through it next week. I'll show you how they work. Good deal. Let's get to our questions. Our first question comes from David. David says, I need prospecting. I need more prospects in my pipeline. Okay, so does everybody. I need good prospects in my pipeline, is what he's saying now. How do I get them? Well, strangely enough, that piggybacks on my article in the Houston Business Journal. David, if you pick that up, if you read that, it'll tell you exactly how to get your prospects, how to grow your pipeline. That's exactly what the article is about. I think somebody on my staff had actually set this up, didn't you? I know. But it's a good question anyway. Read that article. It will help you. If you got any other questions, hit me with another email. Thanks a lot. Okay, this is from Susan. My problem is on the phone. I have my contacts all ready to go, but I have a problem picking up the phone, making those initial calls. How do I get over this phobia? This is a great question because a lot of people won't admit to it. Susan, I thank you for even coming up front and asking about it. Everybody has a phobia of some sort. We're all afraid of something. It's a fear to get over. But the way you get over fears is that you do it. You do what you're most afraid of, and the fear will go away. Let me explain to you exactly how I did it for one of my clients that had the exact same phobia. What we had him to do was to make a phone call first. The first person he called every day was a friend. His mother, his sister, his brother, somebody he could identify as a friend that would be an easygoing conversation. What we wanted to do was extract that energy from that friend and pass it on to the calls that he was going to make the rest of the day. And here's how it went. He made the initial phone call to his friend, his buddy, his ex-girlfriend, whomever. Somebody that was going to make him laugh, somebody that was going to make him feel good. As soon as he laughed in the conversation, he would then tell him, I've got to go, I've got to get to work. The next phone call he made was to somebody on that contact list he'd already set up. But here's something else we had him to do. We had him to come up with 3 reasons to contact that person. 3 reasons why he should be calling that person. Once he had those 3 reasons, he was good to go. He could handle any objections. He knew why he wanted to call them, what he wanted to call for, and exactly when he could see them if they were granted to see him. He was all set and ready to go. Then he went right back to calling a friend again. He called another friend. They talked a little bit more. As soon as he laughed in that conversation, he went right to the next call. After about a week of this, he didn't need to call the friends anymore. He was really in a groove. He knew how to warm himself up. In fact, he even stated he did it on his way to work. Practiced, rehearsed on his way to work. So when he got to work, all he had to do is pick up the phone and start dialing. That's the way you do it. Yes, you people that network constantly and think you don't have to make calls, you're missing a trick. Good question. Thanks a lot. My last question is from Mary. This is a good question also. I am a 5th year college student. I graduate. This is my last semester for graduations. How do I find a job in sales? Good question. You find a job in sales by asking for it. You ask for the job. If you want a job, ask for it. Simple as that. Your company has career fairs. Who's ever at the career fair, you walk up to them and say, I want a job in sales with your company. How can I get it? Let me tell you why I say that. Nobody else is going to walk up to anybody and say, I want a job in sales. It's just not that done. If you ask people what they want to be when they grow up, no one will ever tell you, I want to be a salesperson. But there are tens of thousands of salespeople out here every day making 6-figure salaries, and sounds like you know it. It's the quickest way to be a vice president. Everybody wants to be a vice president or a president. Nobody wants to be a salesperson. What do you think the vice president was before he got to be vice president? He was a salesperson. How did he get the job? He asked for it. You do the same thing. Go out, ask for the job. They'll give it to you. If you're smart enough to write that question, you're smart enough to get the job. Look, I'm Frank Mims. I'm here every week, almost, and putting the sales back in becoming a professional salesperson. Thanks a lot. We'll talk at you later.